Welcome to the channel. We're a family of 4 from Perth travelling Australia full-time in our caravan. And this week, we discover a secluded escape from the crowded camps of Wilsons Prom. We explore some of Australia's best coastlines, from Squeaky Beach to Whisky Bay. Take in the views from the summit of Mount Nicoll, and whilst I head off to the Victorian High Country, Kate holds down the fort in Traralgon with the kids. Thanks to the support of our partners, 4x4 Extras Wangara, JB Caravans, T.C Boxes, and Petters Suspension and Brakes.
So I was looking at the view and I saw this duck, and then I was like, it's not moving, but I've realised it's a statue duck. So massive win for us at this hip camp. For $5 we get 12 eggs. I don't know how many eggs we've gone through on our trip. Pretty sure it's going to be a lot. Mark likes eggs for breakfast every morning, so it can get a bit expensive, but also as well with the shortage, it's been quite tricky to source, so massive win.
So on top of some beautiful fresh eggs, we can also get firewood, $10 a bag, so pretty good. It's all laid out for us underneath the eggs, and books as well, pretty handy. We're gonna grab ourselves a couple of those and enjoy a nice campfire tonight.
I'm actually excited because it gets quite cold here, we found. So it'd be nice to sit by the fire and just chill out.
We just found out there's gonna be a low of 7 degrees tonight, so yeah. It's gonna be freezing.
Definitely getting a couple of bags. What are you doing, Mark? That's meant for burning.
I've used on my blocks. Angle's a bit like that, so I think we might upgrade these stabilizer legs at some stage. They're just not quite long enough for the off-grid camping we do, so they'll go about that far down. And yeah, if you get a spot like this where the back's running high than the front, then you have an issue, and I've used them everywhere else, so. It's right, you can upgrade them, so not a major thing.
Or we just go back to Bunnings for another off-cut piece of wood.
Yeah, maybe.
So you've got your serious tools out.
Washing up, washing clothes is serious business, so need the tools for the job.
I much prefer to sit by the fire right now. It's a bit cold. This is what behind the scenes looks like.
Sorry?
This is what behind the scenes looks like.
Yep, editing,
schooling,
distance learning, yeah.
Another school over there, and a bit more distance learning stuff here.
How good is this, Max? Yep, nice way to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to settle into camp at Buffalo. Izzy's joining us now.
How good is a chicken schnitzel or chicken burger, or even crumbed fish hack in a wrap? It's pretty good, isn't it? Nice, quick. I just asked that question as he'd just taken a mouthful. Sorry, babe. But it's good, you know, night one when you're looking for a super quick dinner, and we jam pack it with salad as well. The kids always eat it, but nice and easy. Throw it in an air fryer, and yeah. And we bulk buy them, don't we? So we'll buy like a pack of, I don't even know how many's in there, 16 or something like that, and separate them into portions of 4. So easy to pull out when we're ready.
I think we need Audi as a sponsor for our trip because we spend a lot of money there, but they're good. It does save us a few bucks, you know. We buy the big bulky stuff there and keeps us going for a while. So guys, we're quite impressed with the facilities here. This is our hip camp in South Gippsland area. And we got this email from the camp host with all this useful information, which we don't actually find quite often. So it's really, really nice. So they gave us a map of the surrounding areas, places to eat out, sightseeing, things to look at.
Towns, if we need food shopping or anything.
Yeah, it's really cool. So it's just a little touch that sometimes you get at these hip camps that, you know, just make the experience a bit nicer, because we're new to the area. We'll probably do a bit of exploring tomorrow, so we can refer to that, which is really handy. Day trip? Yep. Let's do it. I love that when you're kind of driving on the road and the trees are overhanging. It reminds me of some places down south in WA, like Pemberton, Manjimup around there, and even Margaret River. Very beautiful.
It's nice.
So yeah, you probably just saw then, pretty overcast today, but we've checked the weather and I think it's going to be okay. It's just maybe we might get a light shower at some point, but
It's cold.
Yeah, it is pretty chilly, 18 degrees, but you know, we've only got one more day tomorrow and we didn't want to risk it and go tomorrow and then it absolutely buckets down.
We know, looking at the weather forecasts,
Don't believe it.
that things can basically change rapidly, okay? So like there was one day Mark's like, Kate, check the weather. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine, you know, 20% of showers, whatever. And then the next day it was like raining all day.
Yeah.
And it changed.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to chance it by going, let's do this tomorrow, because we know it's going to be sunny, because it might not be.
Wilsons Prom today, everyone's told us we've got to go here. Looking forward to it. Unfortunately, we couldn't camp there, but we'll explain why when we get there.
Yeah.
We are taking a bit of a gamble here because we are walking with no umbrella and it's just starting to rain. So we might have to find some shelter. Oh, here we go. Hide. Uh-oh.
We like to take risks, don't we?
Yeah.
Horrible weather today.
We're gonna go for it. Take us to Whisky Bay. Look at that, Max. Look at these rocks. Wow.
Yeah.
It reminds us a bit of the Irons National Park. That was really pretty as well, and big rocks and boulders and things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, weather's a bit iffy, as you can't
Yeah.
tell, but it's just as beautiful. Look at
Yeah.
these views. We'll walk over to the rocks, eh?
Yeah.
We made it. That is a boulder. What do you reckon?
I want to see what's up there.
You wonder how it's just perched on that angle. It's quite amazing. Max always needs to have a good explore. What can you see, buddy?
So, I'm at the top. Dad's all the way down there. We're gonna have a look and see what's up there. Alright, we're up. I made it to the top. This is what the view looks like.
Izzy and I going up, so we're going to follow Max. You got it? So at the end of that walk, this is what we've come to. It's like a beautiful little bay area. So cool. Look at this boulder here. It's like perched on this rock underneath, resting against this big one on the right.
I can imagine that falling over in a
It's
few years.
just beautiful. Definitely giving me vibes of remarkable rocks in Kangaroo Island, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
So similar.
I'll definitely recommend coming here. It's so cool.
Very fun.
If you
isn't it?
climb on the rocks. Make sure to bring good shoes though,
Yeah.
unlike me.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah, don't bring Crocs. But Max is going to show you how to get out. There's a different way out.
So we came through
lead
here.
the way.
So we're coming through here. Pretty cool tunnel. Look at that, that's pretty cool. You're going through there. Be careful. This bit, it's a bit headroom. Still going. And through there. That bit was pretty easy. And we've made it.
So we've also found a talking potato. Here's our talking potato. Hey, Max, look at that. Okay.
Mom!
Now that is a view.
Can we top the one that we've just been to? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Whisky Bay will be hard to top.
This is Squeaky Beach.
Yep, I've heard of this one before, and I've heard that it's rated highly, like Lucky Bay in WA. So I'm expecting big things from this beach.
We must touch on, it didn't cost us anything to get into this national park, which is crazy. Back home, you have to pay for every single national park to get in. It's not a lot, like 14 bucks or something, but
Still adds up.
yeah, it's great.
In Victoria, we haven't had to do that so far, so it's been go Victoria.
So that's a big win for us because we just feel like we're constantly getting the card out.
Yeah, tap, tap, tap. And it adds up, it certainly does.
But I understand why they charge us to help upkeep and that sort of thing, so I get it.
You're probably wondering why we're not camping here.
I tried.
Main reason is we tried, there was nothing available. And this was looking probably a good month ago, even maybe longer. There was just no availability. Yeah. Well, Max is ahead, he's excited, so I think he's seen something.
He's like, hurry up.
He's pointing and running. Squeaky sand! That's cool. Squeaky sand, is he? Now this is beautiful, but I'm going to go out there and say that Whisky Bay is better. I don't know, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Prettier. You can do more exploring as well.
Yeah, Whisky Bay's just got that wow factor about it. You walk on there and rocks on both sides. It's a bit smaller, but this is stunning. I mean, it's only just up the road from Whisky Bay, to be honest, so very similar coastline, but yeah, beautiful. You've got one beach here, I guess, if you're looking to do some surfing, this would be the beach to come to for sure. Yeah. But yeah, Whisky Bay for me wins.
I mean, look, it's probably not as scenic as it would be with, you know, clear skies and the sun.
If you guys have any recommendations for beaches that has squeaky sand, go in the comments and tell us.
So maybe they were fully booked then.
I'd be disappointed if we got here and there was always empty bays because we obviously couldn't get in. But yeah, look, vans, buses, tents, everywhere.
Oh my gosh, tents everywhere. I'm actually pretty happy that we couldn't get in here, to be honest. Literally chockers, and it looks like there's a couple of schools here. So it could have potentially been a bit noisy. So I think we've actually done well where we are. To have a nice quiet hip camp where it's just us and a fire.
A little friendly wallaby here. We've seen lots of those in Victoria. If you're planning to get to the most southern point of mainland Australia, be prepared to do some walking. We're at the Telegraph Saddle car park, and there's a number of hikes that you can do from this area. You're easily looking at a 4-hour hike to get to the most southern point of mainland Australia here. So yeah, it's just not something we can do, but you know, if you're into your hiking, then yeah, definitely a good area to come. As you can see behind me, there's a number of different walks. Telegraph Junction is the shortest at 2 hours. And then it's saying here that Refugee Cove Camp is 7 hours. Yeah, if you're into your walks and your hike, this is a great place to come. Weather's a bit miserable too at the moment. It is raining, so we're going to jump back in the car.
So we're going to the Mount Nicoll lookout right now.
Really steep drive up to the top. Very pretty.
Bumpy.
We're hoping that the weather holds off. It's actually been okay the last 40 minutes or so. So we get a good view of the hills in the background. Whew, a bit steep. Max said he's earning marshmallows with Izzy. Hey Max? He's powering forward. He's got more energy than me. They said 200 meters, but they didn't say it was going to be up a steep cliff. Does this remind you of Melba Gully? Walking through the bush at night, the steep, to see the glowworms?
Yeah, that took a very long time, that walk.
It did. You can check out that one in a previous video, but yeah, went for a lovely hike at 10 p.m. at night. It's very similar, hilly drop-offs. Don't know if you heard that. Kate's like, it's not the word I used. Hey, we made it.
Melbourne's that way.
On Melbourne to our northwest. Here we go.
That one.
This is Mount Nicoll. So this plaque was donated by Hugh Nicoll in memory of his parents, Margaret and William. So there's Wilsons Prom in the distance. That's where we've just come from. Not a bad way to finish the day, hey? That was really good. Obviously we didn't get the blue skies that we maybe were hoping to go for a dip, but it was still amazing. Yeah. The coastline at Wilsons Prom is absolutely stunning. Definitely worth coming down if you're in this area in Victoria.
Let's see if we can get any eggs.
Got some friends around camp. Hey guys. Hello.
Look at them. Look at so cute.
And then you've got the cows looking on at the chickens here. Those are the guys that have been making our fresh eggs for breakfast, which were delicious this morning. We are about to head off at our hip camp location here in Buffalo. Really enjoyable, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lovely. I must admit though, it was freezing last night.
It was.
It's still cold this morning, which is why I look a bit daggy, but
very fresh.
Yeah,
but it was
so pretty.
It was so nice and quiet. We only had one other van here the whole time, so they were really quiet, quite separated from us. Yeah, this is a really, really nice stay. Beautiful view to look out to every morning and in the evening.
Yeah.
Enjoyed sitting by the campfire. The only thing I would mention is we booked an unpowered site. There is a powered option there as well. With the trees above, we actually found the solar was a bit of an issue here. So our battery this morning was down to 20%, which is getting to, a bit too low for our liking. So that is just something to think about. If you don't have a huge solar system, you might want to opt for the powered site. But we really enjoyed it. It was good.
And we paid $30 a night. I'm not sure what the powered site was from memory. It was a bit more, but I can't remember how much more it was.
Yeah, $30 for unpowered for this location. Access to $5 eggs and $10 firewood. You really can't beat that. It's amazing.
And no water as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've definitely stocked up on eggs. So, because they're like $10 a box or whatever they are everywhere else. There's a shortage at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to hop in the car now, off to Traralgon. I think we've got a couple of hours drive ahead of us to get there.
2 hours.
At this point, I set off for a weekend of full drive and camping in the Victorian High Country with the boys from T.C Boxes. You can catch all the action from the High Country trip, just hit the link above. Meanwhile, Kate's weekend looked a little different, holding things down with the kids in Traralgon.
We just took a bus to the shops and then we got back and now we're going to go on the pool, and maybe today or tomorrow we're going to do the ropes course, laser tag and golf, because it's all here.
Oh my god.
It's also been pretty quiet because Dad's in a boys trip.
Yeah, we've been having fun, haven't we?
Yes.
Right, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh! Yay! That was very fluky, Izzy. Wonder what Dad's having.
Exactly.
Not pancakes.
Exactly.
Sucks to be Dad. Oh, you look really silly. You excited, Iz? You can't shoot me. I'm not sure who had more fun, the kids or Mark. What do you think?
It's that time.
It is.
About to head off. So this is Park Lane Holiday Parks in Traralgon. I can't really do much of a review here because I haven't been staying here. It's all been Kate.
No, so we booked this one on purpose while Mark was away for the weekend because we'd have no car. He would have the car and internet. So I booked this for myself and the kids. So basically we didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. We could just enjoy the facilities. It was $65 a night with the Big 4 membership discount. but there is so much here for families. You know, we've got a pool, we've got a ropes course, we've got mini golf, there's a jumping pillow, there's a playground, there's an indoor play centre. Apparently there's a gym as well, there's a games room with ping pong table. Like, there's so much to do and see here. We could really justify it, and it kept the kids busy while we're away. And also as well, there was a short bus ride into the main town centre if you do need anything or you just want to get out and have a nosy. So yeah, pretty good value, I thought, as well.
Yeah.
And not only is there camping, there's holiday villas, studios, that sort of thing. So, and the staff here were absolutely lovely. We did have a little bit of an incident when Max was a bit unwell on the ropes course, bless him. And the staff were so lovely with him, you know. So yeah, we've got nothing but very positive reviews from our stay here.
There is kind of a busy road sort of adjacent to the park, but you really can't hear it at night. Can't really notice any of the road noise, so
Yeah.
you're probably hearing a little bit in the background of the mics, but that's about it. When you're outside, you might hear the odd car, but it's not too bad.
But I think, though, we did ask for a site that was near the kids' amenities, which is closer to the road, but you can stay further back. So if that is something that's going to bother you, ask for a site further away. We just wanted one that was closest to all of the stuff for the kids, you know. So, but I mean, Mark does have a habit of, you know, closing up, so closing every single window, every hatch, putting the aircon on, and that buffers a lot of noise as well, you know, pretty well.
Cave life, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. We're off to a hip camp in, I think it's called Buchan, I think that's how you pronounce it. So it's in the hills, so that will be nice. Kind of the same sort of direction that Mark went with his boys' trip, but closer to New South Wales. But yeah, should be really pretty.
Cool, let's do it. Is your mic on? It's upside down. Guys, we found Donald Trump. Have a look.
Look all the way in the distance, you can see his head just poking out.
That looks like Donald Trump. Oh my God, I hope the mic's on all along. 12 hours drive ahead of us now. Onto the next. Blah, blah, blah.
So, Dad lost his hat. It flew off his head. And then Dad's like shouting at me, go get my hat. I'm like, okay, I stepped in, water came in and went all over my foot.
One wet foot. Uh-oh.
And now he has a wet Formula One hat.
I know, I wonder if to watch that, it's going to get ruined.
Wet shoes and socks.
No. Cut.
Dad,